Go on Amazon, man. Pick up my books, man. 7 Levels of the Game. Book 1, Simpology. Book 2, Trickology. Book 3, The Womanizing. Book 4, Macology. And Book 5, The Horrorism. Which getting ready. That bitch getting ready to come real soon, man.
All right, cool. So, what's going on, everybody in Free Game Nation? I got to welcome y'all back to the classroom. I am Professor Jokasey. And today's lesson, we going to key in on understanding when a woman is for you. Understanding when a woman is on your side. This is something that, has been the downfall of many a good man over the years, man, over the centuries, over the decades, over the millenniums. Just dudes just not understanding, when they got to give a female some space and distance themselves from the bull jivery, from the foolery, if you will. Today's topic of study is going to be Malika Andrews, Malika. We already know what Malika is, and Jalen Rose. So let's go ahead and get into this, man, because this is a very, very teachable experience, man, that we have.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose welcoming in the man with the best hair in television.
Hey. Hold up. Wait a minute. I didn't put my finger under her armpit. If you look at the picture, I only got 4 fingers and 1 thumb, and they on her shoulder.
All right, so, hey, right there, I can't work with this chick no more. Right there, see, Jalen Rose, we gonna go over what he gonna say, how he trying to defend himself, and how he, she his sister and all this bullshit there. But dude, first off, why would you say something like that on live TV? You can't cut that out. You can't stop that. She done already, the once the information is out, whether it's true or not, we live in a world of accusations and allegations. So once it's out there, it's out there. So Jalen Rose, I can't work with this chick, man. This chick, she not for me, man. She not down with the brothers. This chick she is a assassin. And she's willing to do any and everything she can to take down black folks so she can climb up the corporate ladder with Mr. Charlie, which I ain't mad at her. If that's her hustle, that's her hustle. But I can't allow myself to be part of her hustle. That's what he should have said in his interview when he did his little response. I cannot allow myself to be part of your hustle, Malika Andrews.
Assalamu alaikum.
Get your hand out of my pocket! Get your hand out of my pocket, nigga! Get your hands out of my pocket!
Brother, please hold.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose welcoming in the man with the best hair in television. And Richard Jefferson.
And the best baldy.
Now, you see what she tried to do? She knew she was going to try him. She tried him, and then she hit him with a compliment immediately after she sized him. Because she think this is what I hate about a lot of these so-called females who really are against the masculine principle. They think they smarter than dudes, man. A lot of these females are like a lot of these dudes on YouTube who try to be leaders. They think they smarter than the people who follow them. So they could just say any old and everything, and you're not really supposed to question them. You're not supposed to question their wisdom. You're not supposed to question their motives. You're not supposed to question the objectives behind their actions and things that they insinuate, even though they're literally leading you off a cliff. Like if I'm Jalen, I snap right there. I say, hold up, I stop the whole show right there, and I say, ma'am, we got to stop this. We got to hit the tape. We got to hit the tape before we go any further, and we have to see where my fingers are in your armpits. We cannot continue this show. I appreciate what you said about my hair, all that good stuff there, but we cannot continue this show until we see where I tried to do some freaky stuff like hug you and stick my finger in your armpits on national TV. We have to see that right now. I can't continue this show in good faith until you show me that, until you explain that, because you can't make an allegation like that on me in public. See, now, you know what Jalen just did? Jalen just turned all that energy she just tried to put on him and put it back on her. Now she finna get laughed off TV now. So you got to show people that certain people you can't even play with like that. And she tried Jalen because she know Jalen is simping. His game ain't as sharp as his mind. Jalen think he's some cool cat. This is what's on. So you got a whole bunch of simps thinking that they cool just because they got the popularity factor going for themselves, and they the lamest ducks in the goddamn pond. But let's keep going.
And let me tell y'all something that's very, very direct and clear, so ain't no gray area. First off, you damn right I hug my sister, because I'm a real one, I'm a boss, and I'm a G.
Hey, bro, you're not a real one. You're not a boss. You're not a boss. You work for ESPN. They fire your ass. You'll be homeless next week. And you're not a G, bro. And most importantly, that's not your sister. Your sister is not going to tell you to get your hand out her armpit on national TV when your freaking fingers is nowhere near her damn armpit. Your sister is not going to insinuate you're trying to do some fetish type shit in this area. You got to look at where we at in society nowadays. Your sister, don't call this woman your sister, man. This woman is not your sister. This woman is not for you. If anything, she more of a sister to the woman who left you, who was cheating with Stephen A. Smith, and that's probably why she got it out for you. She got a smile in her face and a knife in her hand. So, hey, man, be careful around this broad, Jalen. Be careful and understand you're not no boss, you're not no G, man. You're not cool. You washed up, you aged out of the game. You aged out of the fly game. You aged out of any type of game you could participate in. Off the court, you done aged out, bro. You lame as hell. You need to read Simpology. And it's not Professor Jokasey trying to roast you. It's just me trying to give you some good game so you can be on top of what you need to be on top of and you know, be straight at you.
Next, I didn't put my finger under her armpit. If you look at the picture, I only got 4 fingers and 1 thumb. And they on her shoulder.
That's why you should have put ass on the spot. That's why you should have. Hey, hold up. We got to stop this. We got to roll the tape. I need an instant replay. Y'all know I used to play basketball. See, now you can make it a joke. You can make a joke out of it. Why you putting ass on the spot? Y'all know I used to play basketball, man. I need an instant replay. You got to show me, shout it. You got to show me where I put my fingers under your armpit. You got to show me and the people. You just made an accusation on me on national TV that I tried to put my finger somewhere inappropriate. It's not appropriate to give somebody a hug, wrap your hand around their shoulders, and put your finger under their armpit. Is that appropriate? Nah, that's some fetish type stuff. So now we have to prove this right here on the spot. We can't let this linger on, because if we let this linger on, this might gain some legitimacy. This might gain some legitimacy. And somebody had to explain that to his stupid ass. That's why he did that response. That's the real reason why he did that. Somebody had, hey, Jalen, you need to go and explain that you didn't do that, bro. You need to go and explain that you didn't do that. You let that stay out there too long, it's going to gain legitimacy. People going to be like, hey, remember that time Jalen Rose put his nasty ass, put his hands under? That's going. So when the bitch come up with an allegation, that's going to be one of the points that go against you. Bitch going to be like, oh, yeah. You know Jalen nasty like that. Remember the time he tried to finger fuck Malika Andrews' arm? Remember the time the nigga tried to finger fuck Malika on armpits on national TV? Somebody had to explain to his stupid ass he need to address that. That's not your sis, dog. That's not your sis.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose welcoming.
See, y'all gotta understand Malika, man. Malika a beast, man. Remember when that dude became the Celtics? First off, she was on the dummy ass. She really hated a dummy for smashing a white woman. You know, she was on his nuts. Then she got on the other dude nuts, and the other dude ain't even do nothing. She went to bringing us for shit from goddamn. From when the nigga was in high school type shit, man. Hold on, let's roll the tape, man. Let's roll the tape on this bitch, man. You know, this bitch, she not nobody's sis in the game, bro. If you if she can't give you 5 on the right hand side, then you know Malika Andrews, it's not your goddamn sis, bro. That's just what it is.
Joe Mazzulla will be the interim head coach here and now could become the NBA's youngest head coach at 34 years old. And we'd be remiss not to also mention that Mazzulla was arrested twice at West Virginia, once in 2008 for underage drinking and aggravated assault. He pled guilty, paid a fine, and then again in 2009 for domestic battery after an incident at Morgantown Bar. The domestic battery case never went to trial. It was settled in August of 2009. He paid a $100 fine and court costs, plus had to do 40 hours of community service. Now, that was 13 years ago. He settled and paid both fines. So, Woj, why are the Celtics choosing him as their next head coach?
What?
See, now, bam, if I'm Joe Mazzulla, I'm coming out, I'm putting a statement out against ESPN and Malika Andrews. I'm telling them, I do not appreciate you bringing up things from 13 years ago. Now, if I was to go into your college history, if I was to go and talk to people who knew you from your college days, and I was to bring up stories of what you did when you was in college, because I know you did some shit when you was in college, Malika, would you say that I'm victimizing you? Would you say that I'm victim shaming you? Would you try to play victim to some of those accusations that people are bringing out on your goofy ass for the shit that you was doing? Come on, man. Like, let's not. We can't do that, man. We can't do that. We cannot do goofy shit like that. But see, this is why I say, man, Jalen Rose, you can't tiptoe around with people like Malika Andrews, man. You trying to be politically correct. You trying to be professional with this bitch, and this bitch trying to gun you down. You can't be professional with a bitch that's trying to gun you down. You got the gunner down right back. You got to fight fire with fire. Jalen Rose is supposed to check that right there live on TV. Oh, you want to do this? Let's do this. Let's take off the gloves. Let's go at it right here, right now. This is why these guys need to hire Professor Jokasey, man, to coach them and give them some counseling, man, because whoever counseling these dudes, whoever the image consultants, they don't know what the hell they talking about, and too many times it's the simping trying to lead the simping. It's the same shit with these, with these celebrities and talk show hosts. They got the same simps giving them information that you guys got on YouTube. You guys got all these simps on YouTube with these mega platforms trying to get y'all information like they alpha just because they found themselves in a position where they can reach a lot of people. And just because you can reach a lot of people and you got a whole bunch of bullshit to say and you say it halfway confidently, that don't make you no goddamn alpha. That don't make you no leader of man. That don't make you no leader of man. You know, Jim Jones led a whole bunch of people to drink the Kool-Aid. Nigga, Jim Jones led a whole bunch of people to Africa so they could drink that goddamn Kool-Aid. That's what y'all got. What you got to understand when you out here on social media, man. You got to be careful what type of motherfuckers that y'all listening to.
Get your hand out of my pocket! Get your hand out of my pocket, nigga! You better get your hands out of my pocket! Get your hand out!
Brother, please, hold.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose welcoming in the man with the best hair in television.
Hey.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
So basically, man, before I get out of here, she hit this man with a get your hand out of my pocket moment. And I'm not trying to make fun of a light of what happened to, brother Malcolm X, but it's too many times it's people out here that's like those guys who did the get your hand out my pocket shit. You got to understand when you dealing with a clown that's like that, you got to get that clown 50 feet. You got to protect yourself from that clown. Because to get your hand out my pocket shit is a distraction to set you up to get fucked up. It's a distraction to set you up to get fucked up. She planted a seed of, she planted the wrong type of seed on that man on live TV that can grow into something that can bring this man down. She planted a seed of destruction. That's not your sister, dog. That's not your goddamn sister. And you not no G. And that's from an old Jokasey, man. Y'all be cool on your stool. Understand they cook with 2 peas in the pot. They ain't cooking at the stove, ain't hot. I'm Jokasey. I'll holler at you.